Hi everyone, Karthik here and you are watching Kart. This is my experience, or should I say review of Pixel 4a. Let's roll. Why you should buy? The number one reason, the compact form factor and lightweight. It's a freaking small phone after ages. I mean, it's tiny and lightweight, so liberating to use such phone after a long time. Sure, it's not your everyday glass sandwich phone that's present in half of the package right now, but hey, it's plastic, it's not fragile and doesn't break easily. But then Google decided to use some kind of cheap plastic. Probably it's not feeling good when it comes to hand feel, especially when you play at full volumes. The whole chamber reverberates, hinting at a so-so build quality. I have never felt such thing even in budget phones. Number 2. No ads, no bloatware apps, no spam notifications. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but Android world has been bombarded with adware, nagware, spamware, junkware and whatnot. Only one solution, Pixel. While there may be others, but straightforward answer is Pixel. It's an obvious choice after all. There is literally no bloatware apps, no nagging notification from system apps, no ads at all. The headline. Such a clean UI, and this is my first time using a stock Android phone, meaning I have never used Nexus devices in the past. Reason number 3, software updates. Okay, so if I'm not wrong, Google is committed to providing 3 major Android updates and security updates for 3 years. I'm not sure if that will be 4 years for security updates. Let me know in the comment section. So when I got the phone a month back, it got 3 security updates out of the box and I installed all of them. Now it runs June security patch and boots Android 11. While Samsung is catching up to this, Pixel is a no-brainer. Unadulterated Android experience. Just sit back and relax to get your updates in a jiffy. Reason number 4, no nonsense 60Hz OLED screen, HDR screen at that, and widewine L1. Oh hey, Google didn't skip on the display part. Even though it does not have higher refresh rate, OLED is still on board and it's a good one at that. Great contrast, great colors, if not the best. While we don't talk about the viewing angle since 2018, Pixel doesn't disappoint there either, with just a slight contrast loss at extreme angles. Icing on the cake is the screen is HDR certified. As I said earlier, 5.8-inch OLED screen is adequate and streams HDR content from YouTube and Netflix. If this was not obvious, cameras is the 5th reason. We have come to the juicy portion. Literally everyone, well, whoever has thought to buy Pixel is because of its camera and its prowess in computational photography. Same cannot be said for video though, as Pixel 4a is limited to 4K at 30 frames per second. I'm assuming it's the chipset limitation. Speaking of chipset, here is a specification for the cameras and some of the most important specs for the phone. I'm not going to go over a lot on the camera interface, so let's just sit back and go through the photos that was clicked by this phone. So I noticed noise even in a broad daylight, which was surprising, but it retains more resolved details in doing so. Photos comes with usual pixel punch with excellent and vibrant colors, very good contrast, albeit a bit of crushed shadows at times. Dynamic range is very wide thanks to its software magic, as the hardware is nothing groundbreaking. Night sight helps in dark, but it has its limitations as well, and that's fine. Plus it has astrophotography mode too. You need a tripod for this though. Reason number 6, call quality and stereo speakers. Call quality was stellar, with the earpiece delivering crystal clear voices and doubles down as speaker on one end while the other end in combination produces our desired stereo sound. Last but not the least, 3.5mm headphone jack and USB Type-C 3.1 port. 3.5mm headphone jack is intact and untouched. Thanks Google. Output is fine, but volume I had to keep at higher levels than usually I do with other phones, which was strange. Also, it supports USB Type-C 3.1 port, which means it will be able to accept data transfers at faster speeds than a 2.0 port. I didn't list gaming here. Why? Gaming is neither its strong point or its weakest point. Gaming is not recommended on this phone. Oh, not because of the chipset or the performance, but the phone is so tiny that playing BGMI or Call of Duty becomes literally impossible to press those tiny buttons. Skip Genshin Impact at all costs, as the phone cannot handle this heavy game, as well as the controls are finicky. So why you shouldn't buy this? So the number one reason is battery life and charging. Battery life is not something that goes in Pixel 4a's favor. With its baby 3140 mAh battery, it can get through a medium usage day easily, but don't expect miracles here. Oh, if you play games, which you shouldn't on this phone, then the battery will dwindle faster than light. Charging this phone is a pain. Well, the supplied 18-watt charger fills up the tank in 1 hour and 45 minutes. That is from 10% to 100%. If you do it from 0, then 2 hours solid, painfully slow in 2021. Reason number 2, obviously the price. Price will be a hard pill to swallow for this phone. Specification warriors will argue that Redmi's and Realme's offer similar hardware under 18K. Well, this phone is exact opposite of that, and that's why the premium. Reason number 3, no 5G version, so it's not future proof. I may be nitpicking here. This phone is not 5G ready thanks to the old Snapdragon 730G chipset. So if you're buying this to use for the next 3 years, then you gotta look at other options. Reason number 4, no ultra-wide or telephoto lens. This was inevitable to complain. Ultra-wide is now present in literally all phones above 12K in India, and Google just lands a phone north of 30K and cuts out ultra-wide camera. What rubbish. And the last reason I wouldn't recommend this to anyone is the fingerprint sensor. Fingerprint sensor is cranky. It annoys the hell out of me as it fails to recognize my fingerprints 7 out of 10 times, and this did not happen initially. If your fingers are little wet, then it would say place your finger while your finger is on top of the sensor. What the hell? If you enjoyed this video, feel free to share to your friends. Subscribing to the channel will be great, and comments are most welcome. Thanks for watching. Until next time, it's bye-bye.